Sam Fender, hypersonic missiles. Before that, Translate Fails. You can find her on the YouTube. She's fantastic. You should find her. Should go like, subscribe. That would make us all happy. That would make you happy, make me happy, make her happy. Everybody's happy because you get the funny shit, and I get to promote her, and she gets views, and everyone's happy. Isn't that great? Some Homestar Runner in there. They Might Be Giants. The Mesopotamians. Sheena Easton. Oof, good old tune. Strut. And we started with Pushing Up Roses. Hey, go like and subscribe to her too. Why don't you? No, seriously, why don't you? Is your finger broken? Does your mouse not work? Because I can loan you one. I've got like 2 over there. You want one? Maybe try the trackpad. I know you don't like using the trackpad on the laptop. Lots of people, I don't know what the fuck it is. They don't like using the trackpad, but just use the trackpad, okay? Click on the damn thing. Click on it! It is Monday. It's Radio Dead Air. We have lots more, well, an hour. I don't know if that's lots more. We have more time. We have times and times. There was time now. It was finally time now. Let's see. So I'm babbling. I'm vamping a little bit. I went back this week out of, I'm sad to say it, morbid curiosity, to have another look at a series that initially grabbed me and went a little wacky. And I have a new perspective on it, and it's a weird one. You may have heard of The 100. It's a show on the C-dubs, as the kid calls it. No, the kids call it. It's the CW. When I initially started watching this show, my first impression was it's like Fallout with the names filed off, is what it is. It's a Fallout TV show, except they like removed all the blatant Fallout references. Premise of the show is this. Nuclear apocalypse! Oh no! Well, there were still people living in space stations when the nuclear apocalypse happened. So those people strapped all their space stations together and they lived in space waiting for the ground to be safe again. Except the space station started to fucking break. Oh no! So in order to test if the ground would be safe again, they sent criminals. 100 criminals to the ground. With a twist. You see, because they live in space, they have finite resources, and they can't exactly have a huge prison population, then after the age of 18, the sentence for all crimes is death. But if you're still under the age of 18, you can be held as a criminal. It's kind of a concession to the fact that kids are crazy. Well, they packed 100 kids in a spaceship and shot them down to Earth to see if the ground was survivable. Now, this is kind of the plot of Fallout. If you played the original Fallout, it's not a space station, it's a vault underground. And it's not 100 kids, it's one person. But their vault is breaking and they can't survive unless they go and see if they get. So yeah, it's kind of, and what do they find when they get out of the vault? I mean, space station? Raiders! I mean, grounders! They have raider tribes. It is essentially Fallout. It's Fallout, the TV show. And once I realized that, I was in. I was hooked. I'm like, you fucking got me with your bootleg Fallout TV show. Okay, let's do this shit. And it got so the first season's pretty good. The second season's good too. Because they find a vault, an actual vault under Mount Weather, where a bunch of people have sealed themselves in. So they open up another vault. There are there's an evil AI. There's an evil fucking AI. That doesn't sound like anything we haven't heard before. Lots of this stuff. But not only is it Fallout, it's also a young adult drama. So it's Fallout, but with pop music and will they, won't they, with a whole bunch of teenagers. And also a lot of violence. And it's kind of amazing. However, as time went on, it's on its 6th season now. As time went on, the writers have a very specific problem. Now, in the first season, this wasn't very apparent because characters, their motivations and their characterizations hadn't been explored yet. They were being developed as we went on, so we didn't notice. But as the seasons went on, to continue to incite the kind of high-level soap opera conflict that these shows require, the professional idiot ball leagues were called into order. And in any given episode, if you throw the idiot ball, someone's going to catch it and be a complete fucking idiot. Like, just mind-blowingly stupid. Like, you wonder how in God's name they would come to that decision. But they do. And yet, I didn't stop watching. This was weirdly kind of inspiring me to go further. So after 5 seasons, guess what? All of the nuclear power plants on Earth had been left hadn't been attended to for years. And they all melted down at the same time. Thank you, crazy AI lady. So there was another apocalypse. And they had to seal themselves into a bunker. And some of the kids actually went back to space. It was weird. And when they came back out, a spaceship arrived. I'm not making this up. A fucking spaceship arrived, okay? It was a mining spaceship full of prisoners who had been out mining in space. And they came back home. And they had cryotubes. So now we have cryotubes in the show. And they come back home and they find all these people there. And they're like, no, this is ours. No, this is ours. And this big fight. And they blew up the last habitable portion of the Earth. Uh-oh, what do we do now? Space! They take the spaceship and they go to another planet. I'm not. So it has gone from Fallout to the Outer Worlds. Spice! It is wacky at times. Okay? It is absolutely wacky. And it is a teen drama. It is a completely teen drama. But the production values are pretty good. It's an interesting show. And now this is one of these things you could do. You could either go back and watch from the beginning, or since they've rebooted the premise, you could start from the beginning of this season. Either way, it's it's something special. I don't know what yet. I will tell you this. It has never once made me angry. Not in that way like Game of Thrones can or some other shows that I was really invested and I cared about. I like this one, but when it goes goofy, I'm just like I am here for Idiot Ball League. I've got a big old foam finger. It is just fun in a light, goofy way. Even when it tries to take itself very seriously, it's still a little bit campy. And I can't help but recommend it. You really need to see it, especially if you're a Fallout fan, because there are things about this show you will appreciate. It's worth a watch. And again, if you're like, I don't want to watch 5 seasons, start with this one. Start with season 6 because they've rebooted the premise and they're starting over. It's a good time to jump in. Is this one at Netflix? Yes, the first 5 seasons are all on Netflix, and the current season is available on the CW, either on their app or you can watch it. But yeah, it's special. Only CW show I watch is iZombie. That's another one. I'll have to get back. I kind of fell away from that one. I'll have to get back into that one. That was another one that had some potential there. I should see what it's doing lately. But yeah, the 100, or the 100, sorry, it's not the 100. It's the 100. It's on the CW, and it's... Bless its heart. I guess it's my best. If I have a summary for the show, it's... Is it a better Fallout than Fallout 76? Yes. I have to say, I give it a bless their heart out of 5. It's my review. But oh my, bless their heart. All right. Lots more to come. Send your request. We'll do it. Hey, Dominic has a thing. I'm kind of interested in this one. Oh my god, it's Wanted. It's Lost in Adaptation. It's Mark fucking Millar. Buckle up. Radio Dead Air.